What is up, Youtubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Now today, guys, I got a kind of Bank OU battle against Cody Dragon Master 635. Really good friend of mine. He asked me on Skype if I wanted to battle. This was kind of a while ago, like right after Bank came out. So I was like, why not? So we do it. I just grabbed some Pokemon like I often do because I still do not have a set team ready to go. But I do lead out with my Galvantula here because I kind of decided to make a somewhat sticky web team, a team maybe that could just abuse sticky web. So I decided to do that, lead off my Galvantula. It's got the focus dash. I can go for the sticky web. A majority of his Pokemon touch the ground. Pretty sure Gliscor is the only one that doesn't. Gliscor, whatever you want to call it. I usually call it Gliscor. Guess this time I go for Gliscor. And I was like, I can take whatever hit this Heracross wants to go for, but I didn't know it was going to be the Mega Heracross. And then I figured he would have Rock Blast, but it turns out he just has the Pin Missile, which is still going to do enough to take me out because he does have the Skill Link, which is a really nice ability for this Mega Pinsir to get, because now it gets Pin Missile, it gets Rock Blast, and I think it gets Arm Thrust, but I don't really know if you're going to use that. So I'm going to go on to my Mega Pinsir because I know I can take that thing out with a Aerial Ates boosted, what's that thing called? Return. So that's what I'm going to go for here. He brings in the Gliscor. I was like, you know, whatever. I can do however much damage I want to it, and that's fine. And then it ends up being an easy 2-hit KO, and I was like, man, that's good information to keep in the back of my head for later on in the battle. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go out into my Rotom because I'm pretty sure that my Rotom can wall this thing anywhere it wants to go. So I'm just going to stay in here. I can go for the rest if I want to. He goes for Protect, showing me he has Protect. He's going to go for it again. I wasn't sure if he was going to go for it or maybe the knockoff, so I decided to go for the Hydro Pump. And now seeing that he does go for the Protect again, I know I have to play my Hydro Pumps carefully because I don't have the PP ups on it just yet. I have only 4 Hydro Pumps, so I am just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here, predicting the switch out, which is exactly what happens. He's going to go out into his Roserade, which is not the biggest deal to get burned, but it is a burn on something. So I'm going to be able to play around the Gliscor, and if I can play around it properly, I can bring in my Mega Pinsir and take it out with a return as long as it's below half HP, or at least at half HP. So I'm going to go on to my Reuniclus knowing I can take a Giga Drain, and then I have Sleep Fodder in the form of Reuniclus, mostly because I brought a Trick Room Reuniclus to a team that abuses Sticky Web, and if you guys can't do the quick math there, sure, Trick Room Reuniclus will outslow everything else after -1, but it's the rest of my team that won't. So I decided to leave this thing in here as Sleep Fodder. If it dies, great. If it doesn't die, hopefully I can get off a Psy Shock and kill this Roserade. So he's just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here, and I'm thinking after 2 Sludge Bombs I will die, and to be honest, I'm hoping after 2 Sludge Bombs I will die. And looking at that damage, depending on min-max variations, I should die at the end of the turn, and if I don't, hopefully I wake up. But, you know, you never really know here. But my plan now is to, if this thing doesn't wake up, I can go into my Infernape, go for the Flare Blitz, and if he wants to switch out into something else to take it, that's absolutely fine by me. Hopefully he brings in the Gliscor, hopefully he brings in the Rotom Wash, and I can get a solid chunk of damage on that. If he brings in the Rotom Wash, I can go for the Thunder Punch, maybe even 2-hit KO from that range, depending on what he wants to go for. But I do actually wake up here, go for the Psy Shock, and take that thing out, and that's kind of unfortunate for Cody, but, you know, it's whatever. I can't really control sleep, and I was leaving this thing in as Death Fodder anyway. So he's going to bring in his Infernape here, go for the U-turn, he's going to take me out, and that's going to be absolutely fine by me. And he's going to, I believe, go into his Gliscor here, and I'm just going to go out into my Rotom because, like I said, Rotom walls this Gliscor all day, every day, and knowing that I have to play around the Protect, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch on this turn, knowing that he's going to go for the Protect, and that's exactly what happens. He goes for Protect, and now on the off chance that he does stay in and want to go for possibly the Double Protect, possibly the knockoff, I'm just going to go for a Hydro Pump, thinking that I can hit this thing hard, hopefully take it out. But he's going to go out into his Washy Wishy, which kind of makes me upset because it's not wishy-washy, but maybe that's the point. Maybe he just wants to mess with people's brains and throw them off in the game and something like that. Maybe it's some weird psychological mumbo-jumbo that he wants to go for. Unfortunately, he's going to miss the Will-O-Wisp. I am not. I'm going to hit him with the Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty nice for me because now this thing's burned, and I'm almost forcing him to go for the rest at a certain point, and obviously before my Rotom Wash has to. He's going to go with the Volt Switch here. I know that I'm going to outslow him just because this Rotom Wash only has 3 max IVs, and those are in HP, defense, and special attack, because I hate breeding genderless things, because I don't have that 6 IV Ditto, and it's just a whole deal. So he's going to bring in his he's going to bring in his Gliscor on my Rotom Wash here. I don't want to go for the Hydro Pump, so I'm just going to go for another Will-O-Wisp, predicting the Protect, and he's just going to bring in his Washy Wishy, which I wish was Wishy Washy, and that was a lot of weird stuff going on there. But I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he's going to come in, be immune to it because he's already burned. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp of his own, and I believe on this turn I go for the Volt Switch, thinking I can get some Switch Initiative on this thing, and seeing how much damage this does, and knowing the burn's going to come into play at the end of the turn, this thing almost has to go for rest on the next turn it comes in. I know for a fact that I can outspeed this thing. I am adamant, I think, which is, I don't know if that's pretty standard, but I am adamant. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed it and take it out with an Earthquake. But no, he's going to switch out and go into his Gliscor. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. This Excadrill needs to be different because it has Swords Dance. It doesn't have Iron Head. It has Swords Dance, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, and Shadow Claw. Not too sure why I'm running Shadow Claw if I have the Mold Breaker. I should be running Iron Head. I don't know how to get Iron Head on it. I don't know if it learns it. I don't know if it's an egg move. I don't know if it's one of the Heart Scale moves. But, whatever. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Claw here as he goes for the knockoff, knocks off my Air Balloon. Figured he would go for the Earthquake, but then he goes for the Toxic. Not sure why at all. Don't know why I would bring in anything else. My Rotom was burned already. Nothing else really wants to take a knockoff right now. And then he goes for knockoff again. So I was like, okay, maybe he's got Protect, or maybe he's got Substitute, maybe he's Sub-Protect knockoff Toxic, and that's pretty much what I'm guessing here because he hasn't gone for the Earthquake yet. I do get a crit, and then he gets a crit, not the biggest deal. Actually, you know what, that is a pretty big deal because, like I said, I needed this thing to be at a low range of HP so that I could take it out with my Mega Pinsir, and Pinsir? Really? And then he does reveal that he has the Earthquake here, so I don't know what he was doing or what he was predicting. This is pretty much just him wasting his Gliscor. That was just a big misplay on his part to go for knockoff, or to go for Toxic and then knockoff when I was clearly just going to stay in. I don't know what he was predicting, but I'm able to take this thing out with the Aerial Aid boosted return, and that's pretty good because that's what I wanted to happen. Now he goes on to his Genesect. I don't know if he has the Flamethrower Thunderbolt, Flamethrower Ice Beam combination, or if he has the Ice Beam Thunderbolt, Ice Beam Flamethrower combination. So I'm just going to switch out. I think I covered it all there. Oh, no, whatever. I'm just going to switch out and go into my Rotom, knowing that I can pretty much either resist any hit he wants to go for or be 2-hit KO'd by the Thunderbolt, which is exactly what's going to happen, which I am more than okay with because that means I get a free switch into, you guessed it, Infernape, and he is going to be the MVP of this game because if you know what he has left, you know that Infernape will poop on it because he has this Genesect, he has the really, really low HP Rotom that's burned, he has the Mega Heracross, and then he has his own Infernape, which will be at -1 thanks to the Sticky Web. He's going to be bringing out that Washy Wishy, and that thing's just going to die to a Flare Blitz. Even if it didn't die, it was going to be an easy 2-hit KO, and even if it wasn't an easy 2-hit KO, he would have been burned, and I do have the Mach Punch on this set. So there's that going on for me. I'm going to be damaged by Recoil. I don't get that much damage, which is pretty cool. He's going to go out into his own Infernape here, and I'm pretty sure he's going to make the biggest misplay of the game. I'm going to go for Close Combat here. I'm not going to be able to take him out, but instead of going for his own Close Combat, he's going to go for the Overheat and miss. Now, the reason why I think that's the biggest misplay of the game is because had he just gone for his own Close Combat, because it was fairly obvious that I was going to go for my own Close Combat, he would have been able to take me out thanks to the -1 defenses I would have gotten, and then all I had left was the Mega Pinsir, which is easily taken out by the by either the Heracross. Not sure if I could take it out with a Quick Attack. I'm not sure if I could take it out with a Return. It is ×4 super effective, but I never know. And he has the Genesect as well. But seeing as how much damage this Flare Blitz does, and that it's not ×4 super effective, and it's only Expert Belt boosted, I'm fairly certain that a Return could have taken that thing out. But he did have the Genesect, and the Genesect probably has the Flamethrower or the, like we saw, the Thunderbolt. Both of those are super effective on my Mega Pinsir, and he would have been able to take it out. And yeah, so he's just going to die to Flare Blitz. I'm just going to sweep him with an Infernape at the end. Not really a sweep, more of a clutch. and that's going to take out the Genesect. He wanted me to go for close combat to see if he could live it. You can't see, I'm doing air quotes. I'm pretty sure he wanted that win. But yeah, that's going to be good game, Cody. Hydreigon Master 635. Really wish that you went for the overheat, or really wish you went for the close combat over the overheat, but you didn't, and I guess that's fine. If you guys don't know Cody, feel free to click from the Infernape all the way to the Heracross. It'll take you directly to Cody's channel. Like his stuff, favorite it, do whatever you want. Subscribe to him is the #1 thing. He's a pretty awesome guy, and he does have some pretty awesome sets and pretty awesome teams and all that good stuff. And he has access to a lot of Pokebank Pokemon, so if you guys like seeing those Pokemon you can't really get just yet, he's got a lot of them on his channel. Also, if you guys want, go ahead and click the link battle. That'll take you directly to Trainer Zabuza's channel. He did record this for me again. He's still recording a lot of people's battles, and that's a really nice thing for him to do. So yeah, please go check him out, like his stuff, favorite it, subscribe to him is the #1 thing. And if you guys want to see my last video, go ahead and click the X control. If you want to see my next one when I upload it, click the Galvantula. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr, add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all of that. If you guys want to battle me, feel free to do so. My FC will be in the description. Go ahead and add that. Let me know that you added that. Give me your FC, and I will add that. And yeah, it's going to be the battle, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Have a great night. Peace, love, and later, Gators.